If there's one badge that your player needs to have in the game, what is it?
Catch and shoot. Yeah, at first, because at the beginning, when your grade is low, if you're making your shots and catch and shoots, that's easy. Yeah.
One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Lauri Markkanen is out there with the Linux. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's the Cobra, and the foul called on the Cobra. That's his first foul. Here's Sacramento now. Fox looking it over. He kicks it to Barnes. Down low, Sabonis laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Set a solid screen. Get yourself open. That's a textbook play from Sabonis.
Outside Hood. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Herter. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Murray against Olynyk. Clock at 4. Murray, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Hood, and the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Now here's Herter. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Hood, the pass to Olynyk. Bounce pass from Hood. Clarkson finds Hood. Utah moving it around. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Tries a three. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Lets it go with a three. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Hood.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Passes it to Herter. Back to Fox. Barnes outside. Hood against Fox. To the paint. The kick out to Barnes. Trying to end the drought. And Murray finishes it off.
And look at the inside presence already for Murray. It'll be fun to watch this young man grow.
Inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Herter. And here's Barnes for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Put on the wing. From deep. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
Hood finds Markkanen. Hood against Fox. From the low block. And Hood with the nice bucket inside. Hood's got his second bucket of the night. The Kings trail by 4. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Hood kicks to Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. And Hood with the basket on the assist by Markkanen. 8 points for the Cobra.
And Markkanen should do that more. He's got the height to survey the defense and try to find the open man.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the 3. The statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Lyles checked in for Murray. Davis comes in for Harrison Barnes. Monks checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Mitchell in for De'Aaron Fox. Mitchell outside. Davis looking for an opening. The kick out to Sabonis. And stolen by Gay. Pushing it up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Now the pass to Davis. Back to Mitchell. Releases. Again, the miss by the Kings.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
That Rudy Gay up off the ground and dunking it down hard. Nice to see that.
Now, here's Mitchell. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And Davis now top of the key. Pass to Mitchell. They need this. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Jazz leading by 9. Here's Hood. Lays it up and banks it in. Hood's got 12 in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Hood.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Puts up a 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And, Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability. But give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, He has become a plus defender for this team.
Medu, he's checked in for Sabonis. Medu passes to Davis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Hood for three. No good on the shot. And the Kings going the other way now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
Yeah, and who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
Utah with the ball. Sacramento making their last shot. The tricky little pass fake there, working well. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Monk, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Lyles. Kicks it to Davis. He feeds it to Mitchell. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Hood. He's got 15. That one falls. Hood's got 17.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Hood deciding where to go with it. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting. And tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And so it's Utah. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here.
Kings making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. For Utah, they have made just 1 free throw in this one, and a lot of misses beginning to pile up.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And the free throw, no good. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question. Because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report. From David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Warriors came through when they needed him. He scored 12 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. It was another strong showing for him in what has quickly become a habit. Back to you, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, he was sensational the other night, making play after play after play.
And that's what you want. Not only was the effort there, but how about the production as well?
Well, he can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight?
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Murray, and Monks subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Sabonis inside. 8 points for him. Fox, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The Jazz with another miss.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's Hood. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Utah.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
Pass to Lyles. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Monk. And it's blocked. Now Hood. He's got 22. And it's done in the corner. Back to Hood. From the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Hood's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Timeout called by the Kings. I know one thing the Kings wanted to focus on this season, and Brent, that was defense.
Well, they're a team that's been at the bottom of the league on the defensive ratings for quite some time. And one way to remain competitive is to bring your defensive intensity on a nightly basis. It's going to be a point of emphasis for this new coaching staff to get these guys on board.
And some changes here for the Kings. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Mitchell in for De'Aaron Fox. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Kings, trailing by 17. Passes it to Davis. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Sacramento again missing. Utah's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Hood, the pass to Gay. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gay's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Lyles passes to Sabonis. Can they get it? Rebound, Utah.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The three from Davis. And they recover it. A second chance effort. Sabonis kicks to Monk. Off target from the wing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Jazz have made just one free throw in this one, and a lot of misses beginning to pile up. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Rudy Gay.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And here's Davis for 3. They get it back. Sabonis, whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Sabonis is a guy you have to watch closely in terms of how relentless he is, trying to get in there, mix it up, play physical. He just never stops fighting.
To the inside, and he slams it one-handed. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Wiles, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's the Utah Jazz sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So on the floor for Utah, Clarkson is out there with Hood. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. The kick out to Barnes. 4 on the clock. From deep. That one no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. The Kings have made a lot of moves to shake up their roster. De'Aaron Fox says, I think the mood is definitely better. It's like a breath of fresh air. Getting a feel for each other and seeing the chemistry come to fruition is huge. Success isn't always immediate with trades and signings, so we look toward the future. Kevin, back to you.
That's all they can do. Okay, thanks, DA. Back to Hood. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hood's got 34 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fox finds Herter. Now here's Barnes. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Murray, the pass to Herter. Sacramento again missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Hood. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.
2K10. So it's crazy. Like, if Lil Me were to see me now in the game, that would be amazing. I actually pay to see that.
If you hop into 2K, are you going to play with your player now that you're in the game?
It's a
Well, Clark, as the season marches on, some teams have really distinguished themselves. How hard is it to hold on to top rankings with so much season remaining?
Well, we know it's not easy, B.A. It's much easier to chase the top than to stay on the top. So it takes a lot of focus, a lot of determination, a lot of togetherness to continue to stay at the top. But those top teams typically find a way to make it happen.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Hood in at the point. On the wing, Clarkson. Back to Hood. Lets it fly. Nails the wide-open jumper. Hood's got 5. And it's Houston's ball. It's a 5-point game. Outside Tate. Now here's Washington, defended by Hood. Now Şengün, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Just 2 to shoot. Shoots from 14. No good there. The Jazz go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Shots good by Hood.
You could really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity. No doubt about it, the Rockets are in a rebuilding mode. I mean, I know it's a phrase we often use, but Houston really has stripped themselves down to the studs.
Now here's Washington. Looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. A shot to stop the run, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Clark, one sign that Houston is building for the future has to be all of their young talent.
Yeah, I agree with you, B.A. They're planning for the road ahead. Lots of gifted players on the way up who could develop into a tight-knit squad over the coming seasons. It'll be fun to watch what goes on in Houston.
And so he hits both.
Versatile. I mean, Washington has the size, skill, and shooting ability to play either guard spot. He involves his teammates, and he'll go out and get a bucket when his team needs one.
And out of Bounds. Houston will have it. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Outside Tate. To the inside. Rebound, Utah.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Here's Hood. And it's off from three-point range. For Houston, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Outside Tate. Green against Clarkson. The teardrop. Smith outside. Shot clock at 3. Here's Green. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Here's Hood. And another miss by Utah. The Rockets trail. Pass to Washington. Soft touch off the glass.
And Washington can hurt you at close range. Nice touch on the point-blank shot.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Now here's Markkanen. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Launches a 3. That one is off. And Houston will come the other way. The last time they came together was in Salt Lake City, where they fell to the Jazz.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Pass to Olynyk. Here's Hood. Offensive rebound. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Outside Tate. Pass to Washington. Olynyk against Smith. Outside, Green. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop. You look at how the game is played today. Teams are looking for length, versatility, and, of course, shooting. And Smith Jr. has all of that and more.
Now here's Olynyk. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Shots good by Hood.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Well, you mentioned the shooting, Grant. Smith Jr. hitting 42% from beyond the arc last season.
BA, I mean, among his many skills, that one probably stands out the most. But I also love his potential at the other end. He really has those tools to be a lockdown defender 1 through 5.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
shooting 2.
And he drops the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Back to Green. The rebound by the Jazz.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Abaji. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Christopher. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Martin. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Christopher. Check by Sexton. Christopher misses. The Jazz have gone 5 of 9 from the floor.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Christopher. Pass to Kaminsky. Martin outside. Here's Christopher. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 1:35 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Hood. Over Green. Hood can't get it to go.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And another miss by Houston.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
It's rebounded by Houston. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Here's Hood after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. On the wing, Sexton. Hood on the wing. Green covering. Shoots. Utah, the rebound. Oh, swiped away. Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by Hood. And the Jazz pushing it up now. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.